East. Who knows what we're in store for here? And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light it... Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their fifth-year quarterback.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite, or the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
2nd and 3 now. Play action with Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Now hold on a moment, folks. We got a player in some discomfort after that one. He's going to receive some assistance as we take a brief timeout. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground, incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Finds his target, Robinson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They're throwing it. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They go play action on first. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Another try following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Trey McBride. So now it's going to be third and long. Throwing from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one does not go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. 58 yards on the punt there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has his man, it's Odunze. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. He's going to push one deep down the right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Just couldn't find Rome Odunze there. And it sets up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll throw again. Richardson. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Another carry for him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Completed to his running back. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston 1st. Working inside the red zone. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing off the play fake here. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! These guys go up 6-0 here in the first. It's a Roman Dudes, a touchdown! And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Fielded at the 7. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Now this offense getting set to work here. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. Throw complete to Williams. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll give him a 1st down. They are throwing it again. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. We're 1 quarter closer to some turkey as we've reached the end of one on Thanksgiving. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Houston in just a moment. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. To throw here on 1st down. McBride hauls it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Dropping back to throw. That heater is going to fall to the turf. Trying to find Trey McBride. And 4th and 4 coming up. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn, ready for the field goal try. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And look at this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The home teams and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And he's one of the best in the league this season. Still the guy that everybody is chasing in passing yards. Look at that. Up over 3,000 of them to this point. First down throw here from Richardson. He fires one deep down the middle. That pass is tipped, and they'll get to it for the interception. And a great return comes to an end with the tackle. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Another drive coming up for this offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Their rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play.
The humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
He has the first over the middle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
And he protects himself for the slide there after a decent gain. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Back now, pressure on its way. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Trey McBride. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. You are not going to see a better punt than that. He picked the perfect angle, and it flies out of bounds at the 1. No chance at a return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down up at the 6-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Back to the well again. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line. They give him 5 in total. Now it's going to be 4th and 1.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt goes 63 yards. And they're going to take over possession. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 3 now. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. A tight end in motion now. The handoff on third and short. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain on the play. Defense holds yet again, and now it's 4th and a yard.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Catch made underneath by the back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Simple dive up the middle. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They give it to him again. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Devin White hauls him down. Back-to-back runs yielding just 2 yards, and now it's 3rd and 8. Play action with Richardson. Oh, he's going to run for it! And he's brought down after a short gain. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. On now comes their punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And it'll be their football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taken a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here's a handoff up the gut. And this one doesn't go far. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. They've got 1st down from the 31. Richardson now. Dumped off to his running back. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
He's got it over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now Richardson to throw. Pass caught by Adunze. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Second down now, 7 to go. They'll throw again, Richardson. Has his man, it's Adunze. And he goes down a little short of the 40. Third down, 1 yard to go. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Houston first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They've got first down from the 31. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. This one intended for the running back. So it'll be second down. Here's Richardson. Complete out to the right. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And he got all in that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing it just before halftime. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. So that's halftime for us here. It's a 7-point game after our first 2 quarters. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. We saw a strong first half out of the mobile quarterback, Anthony Richardson. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Let's see what the back half has in store as we get started in the third quarter. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Richardson now on first and 10. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. He picks up 28 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
On first down, it's Richardson. Has it at the 7. And in for the Houston touchdown. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys double their lead to 14. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback. But exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Completed over the middle. He's got a gain of 6 there. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
From the 31. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Richardson on 3rd. That's completed right side. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. All right, I'll set up now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. These guys make them pay for turning it over. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys stretch their lead to 21. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be a 1st down. Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Here's a throw. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
To the air, 3rd and long. McBride hauls it in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Trying to find Trey McBride. And it's going to be 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Now they send their back in motion right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team on the field. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
1st down throw here from Richardson. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play action with Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
So out now comes the punter. And they could really use a good one here. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give him a first down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught for the first. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Robinson sent in motion left. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Trying the right side. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Just 1 quarter standing between these teams and Turkey in this Thanksgiving contest. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He has the first over the middle. And that is a touchdown. These guys get it back to within 2 possessions. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And these guys get it back to a 14-point game. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here's 2nd and 2. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first. has his man. It's Odunze. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw again. Richardson. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Their punter making his way out now. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The offense headed back to the field. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They'll throw to begin this drive. That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down. He'll throw it. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And it sets up 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He won't be able to make the catch. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Connecting on the slant. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 3 now. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 37. Working the sideline, that's Odunze. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. All set up now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Plowing up the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing now, Richardson. Has it in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. Has the Houston touchdown. These guys make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys stretch their lead to 21. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The offense getting set to go. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Back to the air on 2nd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 4th and long. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. He connects downfield on 4th. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45. Well, a roar from the crowd as they saw the replay on the big screen, and they will indeed get a challenge. Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Finds a man, right side. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Before the snap on 3rd and 2, they call time. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. And they pick him off again! And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Back out runs their offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They'll run here on first down. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Another carry for him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run here from the gun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they're going to get to celebrate both the Thanksgiving holiday and the victory over the coming days, with more time than normal coming up between games. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. This celebration begins for our winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.